inside your bedroom. We stopped counting the days, lost in the rhythm. Physical silence, no need to speak a word. Lay here beside me. Don't wanna move too fast. Your lips on the floors, sipping on your love, sipping on your love. I never dared to ask if we're gonna last. I'm needing all your love, needing all your love. Oh, when you move, oh my God, you know you play your cards so right. Oh, I am a sucker for hearts, just in the dirty clubs and diamonds. Take me, oh my God, oh, but we'll hold our faces straight. Oh, I am a sucker for hearts, I'm a sucker for hearts. Your blood is pumping, I feel it in your veins, surfing your heat waves. Your taste is different, somehow it makes me brave. Chemical nature. Don't wanna move too fast. Your lips on the floor, sipping on your love, sipping on your love. Oh, when you move, oh my God, you know you play your cards so right. Oh, I am a sucker for hearts, just in the dirty clubs and diamonds. Take me, oh my God, oh, but we'll hold our faces straight. Oh, I am a sucker for hearts, I'm a sucker for hearts, hearts, hearts. I'm a sucker for hearts, hearts, hearts. I'm a sucker for hearts. Oh my God, I'm a fool. Thought I'd never fall into you. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's so cruel how I'm loving the things you do. Ooh, yeah. Oh, when you move, oh my God, you know you play your cards so right. Oh, I am a sucker for hearts, just in the dirty clubs and diamonds. Take me, oh my God, oh, but we'll hold our faces straight. Oh, I am a sucker for hearts, I'm a sucker for hearts, hearts, hearts. I'm a sucker for hearts, hearts, hearts. I'm a sucker for hearts. Too fast, your lips on the floor, sipping on your love, sipping on your love. I'm a sucker for hearts.
Hi, hello. My name is Amy Prokopis. If you are new to the live stream, hello. I am an indie author. I write romantasy, which is what I'll be writing tonight. Tonight, I am working on book 2 in my spicy vampire series, Curse of Wings. The second book is called Curse of Blood and Sight. It comes out in October. I am very excited. I'm getting a lot closer to the end. I'm super excited tonight because I am actually right now in the middle of a really big turning point in the book. And I've been writing about the last hour. And so I already have done a bit of writing before our live stream has started. So I'm feeling really, really good since I'm talking about it. If you're new, hi, hello. Thank you for joining us. I do these live streams every Sunday, and they start at 8:30 every single Sunday night, and we do 3 rounds. So we do writing sprints, otherwise known as like productivity sprints. So what we'll do is we'll chat for a little bit, And then we are going to do sprint number 1 for 25 minutes, and then we'll chat again. Sprint number 2, sprint number 3, they're all the same length. They're all 25 minutes each. I will set a clock, a timer up here on the screen so that we will all know when we can come back together and chat and have a nice time. So that's how these live streams, sprints work. They help me focus in, and the co-working just with other people online is just really, really fun. I like to see what everybody has going on. I love to check in with everyone. It's just a lot of fun for me. So, and it's fun to share my progress along the way. So speaking of progress, I like to keep track of my word count. It's super motivating to watch that tick up, even if it goes really slow. So I am currently at 59,719 words. So that is where I will be starting sprint number 1. So I've talked a lot already about what I'm writing. I am working on Curse of Blood and Sight in the next few weeks, really in like the next week. I would really like to transition full force back to promotional stuff for the release of my dragon book, which is Trial of Flame and Wings. It is an arranged marriage book. The main character is a little like Merida from Brave. There's a trial for marriage. The contestants, all of these men, are trying to win her hand by being, it's basically a fight to the death, and the last man standing wins the princess. And they are all in it to not just win her hand as the princess of the Light Realm, but also because it puts them in good standing with her father, the king, who is the most powerful man, of course, in the Light Realm. And yeah, very, very fun. She enters the trial herself because she is not going to be ruled over by anybody, especially any man. And fun ensues. It's a great time. I hope everyone is going to enjoy it. And it comes out on the 23rd of June. So I would love to have this book, Curse of Blood and Sight, the first draft, done and written before things really get into full swing in June, so that I can transition and just really focus on promoting that book. We have ARC readers. I have ARCs going out in another few weeks. So that's really exciting. I have a form. There's a link in the description box that you can find that will get you connected with the application if you would like to be an ARC reader for that project. I keep a running list for my ARC team. And so if you would like to join that and potentially read Curse of Blood and Sight as well, you could. So what is everybody working on tonight? I saw some people online talking mostly about, like, there were a couple people editing. Woo, I'm getting a little tired here. I have a can of Coke before we started. It's the orange cream Coca-Cola. I don't normally like anything orange flavored, but I really like this one. So I had a can of that before we got started because I started to feel a little tired. It's been a long day. Alex and I took a weekend trip, just the two of us, which was super, super fun. It was kind of a last minute decision, and it ended up being a wild weekend because we completely forgot that GalaxyCon was happening in Oklahoma City, which is where we went. And we bought tickets for the Saturday event and wound up seeing a ton of celebrities, talking to a couple celebrities, seeing really cool cosplay. And it was just a really neat event. There's also, of course, like the playoffs for basketball, the NBA going on right now. And Oklahoma City is the hometown, I guess that's how you would say that, of the Oklahoma City Thunder. And so it's always kind of fun to be right there around the arena, staying right there when, or you know, just being on the block when the Thunder has big games, because the town is crazy. Everybody gets so excited. So it was a wild weekend, a lot of fun, and I'm still recovering. So I also don't want this to be too late of a night because I do have to wake up, get into the office in the morning. I have to go in a little earlier. So maybe now is a good time to go ahead and get started. Maybe that's what we shall do. So let me move on to our first sprint of the night. Make sure that you have liked and subscribed down below. Likes really, really help push out my videos and get them seen by other people who may enjoy them. And yeah, I would love to have you around. Click the bell so you don't miss any of these live streams. Like I said, I do go live every Sunday, but I know life gets crazy. The weekend can be crazy. And when we're planning for the next week, sometimes that stuff just slips out of our minds. So if you click that, you won't miss it because you will get notified. So there's first sprint of the night. I think we should go ahead, put our clock up here. There we go. So we're going to sprint for 25 minutes and reconvene when this timer goes off and see how far we get. So I am hoping to at least pass the 60K mark today, which is exciting. Hopefully at least get over that during this first sprint. So we will see how I do, and we will come and chat in a little bit. All right, here we go. Timer's up. I will see you guys in 25. 3, 2, 1, sprint. right, welcome back. Let's see, I did pass the 60K mark, so that is super, super nice. I did tell you guys I really like to track my progress, so let me do some quick math here. I wrote 576 words for sprint number 1, which is amazing. I am super happy with that. That is a really good amount, especially considering that I already had done some writing before. And so I actually have a lot more done for tonight than just that. So I've written well over 1,000 words tonight. I've written about 2,000 words, I think, already. So yeah, 576 for a 25-minute sprint sounds amazing. All right, so there is that. We will come back over to the second sprint here in a second. So make sure you've liked down below. I think we've already talked about that. I talked a little bit about my weekend too. It was so nice. Today we relaxed by the pool with some friends, which was super nice. Got a little bit of time there with my little family, and I am excited for this week. So I am, I think I've already talked about this. I know I have in the vlogs. I don't know if I have in the live stream as much, but I have finally just finished everything up to be an LPC, which is a licensed professional counselor. And I start work tomorrow because I finally have all my paperwork and stuff in. So I don't quite yet have clients lined up, but I will be going in and actually working like on the clock in the office tomorrow. So I am excited. It's been a long time coming. Lots of hard work, and man, it was a whole lot of hoops to jump through. So I am so excited that I'm finally there. So that is why this week is a really big week for me, because I start that. And on top of that, I'm also hoping to write as much as I possibly can, because I would love to finish this book. Is that possible this week? I don't really know that it is. I have done that before, finished books way faster than I thought I potentially could. So it would not be impossible. I'm not really very far from the end in the scheme of things. So I would love that. I would love that. That way I'd have a whole month for just Trial of Flame and Wings, and I would have a really nice month to let Curse of Blood and Sight sit before I have to start doing editing, because that's something I really like to do in my writing process, is let my projects have a period where after I've finished writing them the first time through, just let them completely sit to a point where I kind of forget about some of the smaller details, or at least long enough so that when I come back to it, it feels like fresh eyes again. And then I just read it as quick as I can, just to get a reader's perspective, and just make notes. I don't make any kind of changes. I just read it the way you would reading any book. So, yeah, if I could finish it this next week, that would give me a whole lot of time for June to devote to that kind of stuff. So I would love that, but we'll see how possible that is. So let's talk about, I've talked about my week a little bit, and how really my only goal for this week is just to write as much as I can. I think I just said that. But what does everybody else hope to achieve? I'm also hoping to do a better job this week of my manifestation journaling. That has been helpful, especially the book I've been reading. I've been reading Mind Magic by Dr. James Doty. He's a neurosurgeon, and he talks a lot about manifestation, and it is very scientific the way he talks about it. It feels very therapy-esque, which is I'm an LPC, so that's the other half of what I do. And so I have really enjoyed reading it, and I've been applying a lot of those principles to my manifestation. So that has been fun. I'm going to hope to do a little bit more of that this week. Maybe do a couple like bonus exercises related to that, just to kind of, I don't know, give myself a little bit of a boost, because I don't know about any other authors out there, but this has just been kind of a rough month for like sales. I've been doing a lot of marketing, a lot of different kinds of marketing, and I've been seeing success as far as like views on my marketing and such, and interest. But my sales are also down. And this last week, somebody commented about it on Threads, another author, just kind of like a hey, PSA, everybody's views suck right now. Everybody's KU stats suck right now. It's not just you. So, yeah, that was nice and encouraging. But I've been trying to really lean into like my manifestation and my goals, because when it's really difficult and you're not seeing the results that you want, that is when people usually give up. Not that I'm saying I'm like considering giving up. It's just frustrating to want something so much, and things just don't work out exactly how you want them to at the moment. So I've just been reminding myself of where I've come, where I'm going, and reminding myself that the pace that you work at needs to be consistent and sustainable for you. And so, yeah, I was really thankful for this weekend. This weekend, we were just busy enough that it was just not feasible for me to post a lot or even pay attention a lot to author related stuff, which I think is exactly what I needed. Because coming back to that today has been a whole lot easier. I have a lot more excitement for it. I don't even think that's the right word. I just feel fresh, because I'm always excited about writing and stuff. But yeah, it's tough right now. It's tough for everybody, not just authors. The economy is just not great. And so small businesses are also feeling it. So just been reminding myself that it's not just me. Things just kind of happen. All right. Let's go ahead and move right on along to the second sprint. Since I do have kind of a big day tomorrow, I do want to give all of the time needed for our live stream tonight and for our sprints, but I also don't want to go on so much of a tangent like I tend to in these live streams that we end up really, really late when I have to get up in the morning. So let's go ahead and into sprint number 2. I am 60,295 words into Curse of Blood and Sight. So that is very, very exciting. If I could have another 500 word sprint, that would be so, so cool. I'm not counting on it, because now I'm into a point of the scene where it's a little bit more tender, like emotionally. And so that tends to slow me up a little. So we will see. We'll see how well I do. So I will see you guys in 25. Timer's up on the clock. 3, 2, 1, sprint. Alrighty. Welcome back. I finished the chapter I was on. I'm on chapter 25 now. So that is super exciting. I am at 60,822 words. I'm not very good at math, so I don't know how many that means I accomplished for that sprint. Oh my gosh, pretty close to the first one. I wrote 527 words. So that is amazing. Oh goodness. So I'm at 60,822. That's where we will pick up in sprint number 3 here in just a moment. Oh my goodness. That feels so, so good. I am on a roll. I'm in a really good place with this. I kind of wish I could stay up later because it's just one of those nights where I just feel really inspired. Like I could sit down and write forever and ever, but I know that I shouldn't. I've been tired the last few days and I really don't want to make that any worse. So I know I'm better off just sticking to the 3 sprints for the night with you guys and letting things be. I should be able to write a little bit tomorrow also. A lot of what I'll be doing this week is just getting accustomed with like office protocol and procedures. And so I'll get to do some of the things that a lot of our front office staff do. And so it's nice to know all aspects of where I'll be working. So, but it also means that things may kind of ebb and flow a little tomorrow. So I may have a little downtime to pick at some other projects. So we will see. But that was a really good sprint for me. So hopefully it was a good sprint for all of you as well. Oh, I definitely am feeling tired though. I keep wanting to yawn. Oh my goodness. So we have one more 25-minute sprint and that will kick us off for the week. If I could write like this about every day this week, I really do think I could finish this book. I do think I could finish this book. I'm also curious. I don't know offhand how many, like what the word count was for Curse of Wings and Darkness, which is book 1. I don't remember the total word count for that one, but I would be kind of curious to see because I think this book will end up being a little longer. I'm not so sure. Yeah. Let's check. You know what? I know that if I find it, maybe not. Some people asked, there were a couple questions or comments on, maybe it's not on these posts. I thought it was on one of my Instagram posts. Maybe it's not, or maybe I don't know, maybe they're not there anymore. There was somebody asked me a question recently or like said something in a comment that I thought would be interesting to talk about during one of these live streams, but I can't find it. Now I'm just clicking through all my stuff to see if I can jog my memory. I did. I don't think it was over there, but I did share an update to my monthly challenge for this month on Patreon. I have not told you guys yet what I have been working on this month as the monthly challenge. I have shared that a couple of times with my Patreon members, and they got a sneak peek of it today. So, oh my goodness. So, if you're curious what I've been working on and what will be a video for next month at the very beginning of June, so that this next week, not this next week, but the next, you can join Patreon for $5 a month. The early draft version of Trial of Flame and Wings is also there. If you would like to see some of the early work of Trial of Flame and Wings, that's all there. Yeah, it's just $5 to join. So Patreon's a cool place. I like it. I post pretty regularly. I've been trying to post more and in different medias. I do some video content there where I share some publishing tidbits more in depth than what I share here in the vlogs. It's similar, but I give a lot more of a breakdown to it, and planning stuff, things like spitballing ideas that may or may not make the final cut. I don't like to share those kinds of things in vlogs as much, just because I want my video content here to be a little bit more polished, and over there it's a lot more casual. So if you really like the casualness of, like, especially like these live streams and stuff, that is kind of the feel of the video content over on Patreon. The goal was to do a video every single week, but I don't always have enough updates, and so it's more like every couple of weeks that we do those publishing chats. Of course, I share behind the scenes writing stuff all the time, sneak peeks at projects, bonus chapters, and things. I have a couple bonus chapters that I really just want to write just for fun that I think I will share on Patreon pretty soon. So that is also stuff that you can find there. It's just a fun place to hang out, I think, and see my process, get to know me a little better. And it's a fun place for me to create things that maybe are a little bit silly, or things that aren't so serious that I ever plan to publish, or just early, the early versions, the reality of like how things get polished for publication. I think that's fun. So yeah, I shared the sneak peek over there on Patreon. So if you'd like to know what project I've been working on this month, go join Patreon. There's a link in the description box. Okay, clearly, I am kind of struggling to stay awake, even though I feel really, really excited still. I'm just having a bit of trouble staying like awake. I just feel tired. So I think just for that, we're going to go ahead and jump into our final sprint of the night, before I jump onto some weird tangent again and we just go even longer, which is pretty typical of me. So this is sprint number 3. This is the final sprint of the night, final 25 minutes. I am at 60,822 words. So we will see how much I can get done in this very final push for the end of the night. See what I can round out word count wise for the stream. I think I may do that with you guys too. Count out, do the math to see how many words I've written today total, because I did tell you guys, I think, that I was writing before we sat down to do the live stream. So I've actually got a little bit more done than just what I've told you guys during this stream. So maybe we'll tally that together too. And yeah, see the final count on that too. Okay, so final 25 minutes on the clock. It's our last sprint of the night. In 3, 2, 1, sprint. All right. I'm in the middle of a sentence. I really want to finish it. I am going to finish this like thought and then I'm going to wrap it up for the night. So I do have a little bit of writing I'm going to do before I go to bed, but not a ton at all. I'm at 61,483 words. So I wrote the longest sprint yet. I made it 661 words, which is a great way to end the night with the best word count of the whole night. So that puts me at 1,764 for the sprint, for this live stream, not for the sprint. 1,764. Oh my gosh. That is amazing. What does that put me out for the night though? So I wrote 3,131 words today, or really just this evening, because I started writing just before the live stream. Wow, that is great because it's been kind of a slow week for writing, but that gets me definitely in the realm of 5,000 words for the week, which I love. That's amazing. And I'm getting pretty close to the end. So that was very exciting. So, like I said, I do have a little bit to wrap up before I head to bed, but this is the end for the live stream. And I hope this kicked off your week on a good note because this always is a nice jump start to my week. I am always highly productive during these live streams, so I really love having them. So make sure you've turned on notifications below so you don't miss out. I will schedule next week's very soon, probably not tonight, but that will probably go up for tomorrow. So thank you for joining me. Hopefully you had a good time. And yeah, check out the links below for all of my books, my social media. Come hang out with me. And that's it. Read books, be kind. I will see you guys next week. Bye.